Becky has a coworker who's parent shaming, but is she right? It's 99.7 DJX. We're diving into the DMs there, where you can always send us a DM at Ben and Kelly Show. All right, Kelly, you got it?
Yeah, she says, my coworker Jan and I were out to lunch at a fast food restaurant and saw an elementary school age boy check his blood sugar and give himself insulin at a table near ours.
All right.
I was in awe of how confident and mature this young man was. He even had his mom double check the dose. Mm-hmm. Now, Jan disagreed with me, said they should have known better than to do this in a place where other people were eating. It was unsanitary and showed a lack of consideration for others.
Okay.
I don't think a tiny drop of blood on a testing strip is any more unhygienic than coughing, sneezing, or eating with unwashed hands, which are things people do in restaurants all the time without provoking outrage.
Mm.
I also didn't like how Jan then pointed out that if the child was diabetic, he shouldn't be eating fast food.
Oh, jeez.
I think this is none of our business, kind of judgmental. Who is right? Becky. Team Becky.
Yeah. I mean,
there really isn't any way I think you can defend Jan. Like, we have friends whose children are in this situation. Mm-hmm. And, they have to take care of their bodies no matter where they're at.
Right.
And, I actually had to do all of that when I was pregnant with my first.
I remember,
I had
yeah.
gestational diabetes.
Yeah.
So I was having to check my blood sugar 4 times a day. And it's a very regimented schedule you have to keep. You have to eat at certain times, no matter where you are. You have to check your blood sugar no matter where you are.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I think it's extremely judgy of Jan to say things like that. Also, not your place to say, oh, you shouldn't be eating fast food. Because I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
One of the things, the options on because I had like a menu of like things that I could eat that were safe for my condition. And one of those was a McDonald's hamburger, fries, and, and a drink. So I had that a lot because I didn't trust myself to build meals based on the points and all the stuff that I could put together myself. So they kind of had pre-put together meals for me. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do.
I mean, do we know if, playing devil's advocate, we don't know if Jan is diabetic herself. And I would imagine.
I'm assuming no.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think she would be even more sympathetic to what's going on.
Becky has a point in, the testing, for insulin and stuff like that. It's no more unhygienic than someone coughing at a table or.
And we're not talking blood splattering everywhere.
Right.
It's a tiny drop. Yeah. You can safely do that no matter where you are.
All right. Well, yes, I think Becky, you're right. It is none of your business. Right. And yes, it is judgmental. So maybe you either stop going out to eat with Jan, your coworker.
I think that's probably the way to solve this.
Or next time you're out and she makes some sort of comment like that, maybe you start dropping some diabetic knowledge on her, or
listen, I heard in the Ben and Kelly show that that's just fine.
Yeah. Kelly said that she was allowed to have a hamburger and fries. So,
I was.
Right.
It was delicious. And then 10 o'clock at night, I had to stay up. I could have a spoonful of peanut butter with I think it was a sugar-free chocolate pudding cup.
Okay.
That was a snack. I had to stay up till 10, though, to have it because you had to eat at certain times.
Yeah. All right. So, Becky, I do think you're right. And you do win that debate with your coworker who sounds more like a Karen than a Jan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's let people do their things to take care of their health.
All right. Thanks for reaching out to us.